17 days now to that brutal, horrific massacre and much more, specifically of the kidnapping with regard to hostages, children and elderly. It's 17 days since the war that started. Israeli forces tightening offensive against Hezbollah now on the Lebanon border too. Multiple footage shows smoke rising near the Israel's northern border with Lebanon as IDF continues to pound Hezbollah hideouts too. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited the troops in northern Israel, warning Hezbollah not to enter the war. Netanyahu has said it will make a mistake. If Hezbollah terrorists enter into this war, the consequences will be devastating for the Lebanese states. IDF precision iron sting mortar has entered into the war operations for the first time to target Hamas's rocket launchers in the Gaza Strip. The weapon consists of a 120mm mortar, uses GPS and laser guidance to precisely hit the targets. Iranian foreign minister has said that the attack will continue. And if the attack continues on Gaza and West Bank residents, that can lead to a bitter, heavy, extensive consequences for Israel.
If Hezbollah decides to enter the war, it will miss the second Lebanon war. It will make the mistake of its life. We will cripple it with a force it cannot even imagine. And the meaning for Hezbollah and for the state of Lebanon will be devastating. We are prepared for any scenario.
امروز منطقه همانند بشکه باروت است. هر گونه محاسبه غلط در ادامه این جنگ افروزی، نسل کشی، قتل عام و کوچاندن اجباری ساکنان غزه و کرانه میتواند پیامدهای سنگین، تلخ و گسترده ای رو هم در منطقه هم علیه منافع جنگ افروزان در منطقه به همراه داشته باشد.
And India Today colleagues on the ground right now, Shiv Arur and Gaurav Sawant, tracking all the updates coming in from the Israel-Hamas war. They're joining me now. Good morning, gentlemen, and good to see that you're safe. Keep tracking all the latest. First to you, Shiv. Shiv, what is the reason right now with the focus where, yes, Hezbollah has jumped in, it's Israel-Hamas war. Are we looking at West Bank too? Could there be strikes there escalating as well? Or if the focus remains Hamas and Gaza?
The surprise airstrike in the West Bank with the Al-Ansar mosque being struck, took a lot of people off guard because there was a sense that air power was going to be applied only in Gaza. But something happening in the West Bank of this kind has proven really two things. A, Israel's world-famous intelligence has perhaps kicked back into action. It is looking very closely at every possible threat, whether in Gaza or the West Bank, and is not only detecting it, but, taking it out. We do know that an Israeli F-16 was involved in the Al-Ansar mosque strike, and there's no reason to believe that there won't be more. I'm sure across the West Bank and other territories, there may be more strikes of this kind, because intelligence is now hyper alert in Israel. Every single movement, off-air intercepts of conversations, all of this being collated into perhaps the clearest picture of the Hamas movements, and that's probably why you will, in my view, see more airstrikes in the West Bank as well.